back. This is looking at longitude. Longitude is a grid system that works from the prime meridian to 180 degrees east and west. So this red line is our prime meridian. Prime means important, first, the main one, and meridian are these slices that are going to go from the north or south poles down kind of vertically, but curved vertically around the spherical shape of the earth and create these divisions, these slices around the earth that separates. So this will be the prime meridian right here, separates the western hemisphere from the eastern hemisphere. So latitude does north and south, longitude does east and west. So these slices would come out from the northern hemisphere, or north pole, come down to the south pole, again come out and down. So each of these slices are part of longitude, and they are called meridians. And they would designate different degrees of longitude from the prime meridian, which is 0 degrees longitude, or long, to the furthest, which is 180 east and 180 west. So again, this is to do with time, the speed of the rotation on the Earth's axis around in one complete cycle from start to finish around, and that takes 24 hours. That dictates our night and day based on the sun's insolation and what area of the Earth is exposed to the sun versus not. And then rotation again, the axis, and of course the shape, the spherical oblate cepheroid shape of our planet, which dictates obviously how fast you spin based on how close you are to the equator. If you're close to the equator, you spin faster. You gotta go a longer distance around, so you gotta speed up because it's the same time of day from the polar regions to the equator. So obviously you go further distance in the same time, you have to speed up. Your velocity increases. So you move faster here at the equator than you would do in the mid-latitudes versus the polar regions. So these are called meridians, prime meridian and eastern hemisphere, western hemisphere. So if we look at the spin of the Earth, we have 360 degree is a sphere or circle divided by 24 hours in the day, which equals 15. So what it means is that if you move 15 degrees longitude, east or west, from any position, let's say with a prime meridian, then you're going to change your time by 1 hour. So plus or minus. So if you start, let's say you start through Greenwich in London, which is where the prime meridian goes through, was established back in the mid-1880s. So that was actually in DC, but they finalized that it goes through London, let's say Greenwich, London. And that's where we get our GMT from, or our universal time as well. So let's say it's 12 noon. If you travel 15 degrees east, you will be at 1 p.m. If you travel 15 degrees to the west, out into the Atlantic Ocean, you will be at 11 a.m. So you continue these slices, these meridians, every 15 degrees, and you change your time by 1 hour. It's based on solar day. When does the sun shine directly overhead, or when's it sunrise or sunset? So the Earth, it spins from west to the east. So the east is the first to get the sunrise, and the west is going to spin around towards the sun, and it will get its sunrise later on. So let's say in places like Hawaii versus places like Australia or Sydney, they're going to experience their morning first, whereas Hawaii has to wait hours, like 15, 18 hours to spin around for them to get their sunrise. So by the time it gets to, mid-morning in Hawaii, it's already the next day in Australia.